Hello, everyone. Nubkex here, and welcome back to Nub Raids, where this is genuinely. I've been playing this game for 2.5 years. I've been a content creator now for about almost 1.5 years, coming up to it. This is genuinely the worst change by a mile. Like, it's so dumb that I've ever seen. Oh my god. Look, what has changed, guys? Let's dive in. Let me just throw in my nightmare team for Hydra on full auto. Let me show you. So I've got Tila thrown in here. What they have changed is they have bug fixed the destroy HP that the Head of Decay does. Okay, so they've bug fixed this, and now it works properly. By the way, how long did it take them to bug fix this? Just watch what happens to our max HP as we go. In particular, as soon as Leech goes out. So after Tila's next turn, she should be putting out a Leech. Here we go. Leech is out. Wait till we see our max HP start to deplete. Ugo's heal, our max HP starting to go down. This is going to basically completely destroy our HP bar. They've now changed it so that 75% of your HP bar can be destroyed, effectively permanently. So in other words, after a couple of minutes here of fighting this Head of Decay, after a couple of minutes, most of our champions, faster for our max HP nukers, are going to essentially permanently be stuck on 25% HP. And we have to get through Hydra with this. Like I said, this has been a bug, apparently, for, a year and a half. And it begs the question for me of, at this point, why not just, why not just leave it? Why not just change the text? Wait till we see them come back around. Wait for this. We should be coming back around to a max HP nuke pretty quickly, but you can see my team's already getting fairly beaten up here. We're already having a bit of a tough time because of this destroyed max HP. And the most frustrating thing is, it's healing from Leech, it's healing from Elva passive, it's healing from Ugo. A lot of it is overhealing. It's not actually doing anything beneficial. Look at Royal Guard's max HP. Look at Husk's max HP. They're just, look at that. Look at their health bars. And they're now stuck like this for the rest of the fight. The biggest problem is obviously Leech. Okay, well, we got our buff stolen there. That's more of a comp problem. But yeah, let me show you this, right? Let me show you, and we're probably going to wipe here in the background. These are all the champions that Leech. You heal for 18% of the damage you inflict, including mastery procs. So obviously everywhere in the game, this is a good thing. This is now basically a run killer for Hydra. So all of these champions have now been nerfed, okay? All nerfed. Bivald of the Thorn, Deliana. I'll point out ones that are actually good for Hydra. Tila, she's in this team. Tila Gormain, I just built her up. Quite frustrating for me. I just pulled her, was really excited for it. I've built her, I've booked her, and now we're all dead because we can't survive a hit from Wrath because we're too squishy. So we're dead. Run over. 2 minutes in, run over. Mashalt, Nekmothar. These ones not so good for Hydra, but I mean Yannicka, I think that was the nice thing about her. A good Hydra champ and a okay arena nuker that you could get from the clan shop. Lady Annabelle, I've been really excited to pull her, right? Epic with decreased speed and increased speed, AoE. That's really cool. And Leech too, fantastic for Hydra. Well, now she's literally going to murder your team. This Leech debuff is now you kill your own team. Cool. For target stuff, Snick Track, this is a big one. Again, a great, really cool, fun Hydra champion. Deacon Armstrong, Grush, free healer, now liability. And in fact, it's not just Leech, right? Leech is the biggest culprit, but any healer, anyone that brings a lot of healing for your team is now going to kill you. Ugo, now potentially a really big liability. Vildrax, who I was actually interested to try out with Hex, a liability. And Leech random. These champs will now all murder your team. You're doomed. You're just gonna die. Needless to say, I think what is so frustrating about this to me is that the way they design this game, right? Fundamentally, it's one of the design principles, which this is breaking, which is they almost never nerf any champions. Why do they not nerf champions? Because this is a game where, oh, we're not dead yet. Well, we'll be dead soon. That kind of ruins the point. Well, let's just end battle. There's no point in going on, is there? Cool. But yeah, all this healing, murder to us. They never nerf champions. Almost never. Only buff champions, because you come in to the shop and you come and you buy shards, right? You buy shards, you pull champions, you get excited to pull the champion. They do not nerf stuff typically because that makes people unhappy with the stuff they pulled. Like right now, I'm going, well, Tila, I just got this champion. I was really excited to get this champion. And now I've just been coming, Plarium just basically bitch slapped me across the face and said, well, fuck you. This champion you pulled is now complete trash for this. Congratulations. Especially weird with Tila after they came in and effectively made her a Hydra champion, like specifically redesigned her to be good for Hydra. And now with this bug fix, they've made her effectively totally useless. But yeah, again, I think it's quite brutal. Nekmothar, guaranteed champion, particularly good for Hydra. Bivald of the Thorn, a fusion champion, particularly good for Hydra. Mashald, obviously renowned for being good for Hydra. And the list goes on. It's like, this is the biggest nerf they've ever done, basically, right? There's so many Ugo. Again, so many top champions that are Hydra specific. My probably personal favorite area of the game overall. Just been nerfed into the dirt. In a way that doesn't feel good. So yeah, for me, I'll show you the text that they are fixing here. Again, ignore all these teams. None of these teams work. All of these teams that are in the background here. And I'd actually recorded some videos on my teams for this week, but none of them actually work now, okay? Because of this change. It's this here. Whenever an enemy champion is healed, destroy their max HP by 15% of the value of the heal, up to 75% of their max HP. So the way I had always assumed that this would work was it would destroy you until you had 75% max HP. Because that's pretty rough. That's like, you consider how much damage is coming out on Hydra, you know? That's kind of a legit thing to be scared of. But now apparently what they meant was that they would leave you at 25% max HP total. Just kind of destroy all of it. Which to me seems just genuinely really stupid, to be honest. It's just dumb. Basically, it's just dumb. Now, what I will go through, like, I am sort of thinking that they might change this, to be honest. I think there's a possibility that they revert this fix, or they make overhealing. If they remove the overhealing stuff, maybe it would be okay. But yeah, again, to me, it just seems so unbelievably stupid. And I think it's such a massive nerf to so many champions and so many teams that people have invested in and built, that to come in after a year and a half and to just go like, well, screw you, all of your teams and a massive chunk probably of your champion pool are now totally useless. Champions that you pulled for and booked and built for this content, that were clearly designed for this content, are bug fix a year and a half later out of nowhere for something that nobody complained about or knew about, has just broken all those champions. I think that is such a frustrating thing. And it's just, like I said, it's just stupid. It's just stupid from their game design perspective, because it's the last thing you want to do in a gacha game is make people frustrated about the champions that they've collected. That's just not what you do. So I'm kind of shocked that they did this in the first place. It's kind of the first move for them. Like, I can quite understand stuff like fusions getting tougher, you know, like that's a really frustrating decision for a lot of people. But I can also understand from their perspective, and they're trying to squeeze more money out, etc. This to me seems like just dumb. Like, it's just dumb. All you do is piss people off, make them less likely to spend and more likely to quit, right? Because, you know, when you play this game, you care about this game, you care about your champions and the teams that you have built. Having those destroyed, it just destroys your confidence in the game. Like, it's so stupid, so stupid. Genuinely, like, I actually think that this was like some kind of mid-level, an intern or something, was going through and they're like, yeah, okay, practice, get you up to speed in terms of like coding and game design. It's like, go fix up some bugs. And they went in and checked the code and like switched up this thing and like, oh yeah, this is fine. And nobody really tested it. No one really thought about it. They slipped it in the bottom of the patch notes and nobody really noticed. Even from Plarium, I think that's what happened. But we'll see. We'll see. Like it's just bad. Look, I'll come through and I will obviously. It's really difficult for me because I've run 2 keys this week, right? So I don't have like a lot of my champions are locked. I just can't use them, so I can't test it properly. But after the reset, we're just effed for this reset. Sorry, we just are. If you haven't finished your keys, like I still have my nightmare key to do. Don't know if I'll be able to do it, to be honest. I'll try it on manual. Maybe can take out Tila again. Goodbye. It's nice knowing you for the leveling you up in Minotaur. It was nice seeing you in Minotaur. Tila, goodbye forever. I'll come up with some teams, hopefully, that can work. But yeah, we'll see. Guys, thank you for watching. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.